Personal Management Philosophy, Preventing Library Burnout by Brianna N. Wise. The title librarian covers a lot. We are responsible for general circulation, collection development, budgeting, custodian services, outreach services, accounting, public relations, managing, teaching. The list is pretty much endless. As librarians, we do so much, and it puts a toll on our bodies and mental health. Some days we feel like the super librarian on the left, and some days we feel like the sinking ship on the right. Jennifer Bartlett, author of You Too Can Prevent Librarian Burnout, which was published in February of 2018, questions how library managers can address burnout. The term burnout first came about in the 1970s. Bartlett defines it as a metaphor for the exhaustion of energy, and that it brings to mind a flame that once burned brightly but wanes and goes out if not regularly replenished. Burnout affects nearly every profession, and Bartlett researched several resources for library burnout in particular. Bartlett looked into the article Keeping Workplace Burnout at Bay, Online Coping and Prevention Resources by Darcy Del Bosque and Susie Scarl. Bosque and Scarl compiled a list of resources with links to reports, quizzes, statistics, articles, videos, and websites, all about burnout in general, and a few relating to librarian burnout in specific. Another source researched was Marie Accardia's blog, Librarian Burnout. This blog is not currently being updated, however it has some useful tips and stories on librarian burnout. It includes personal accounts of burnout and how it was avoided. Nancy McCormick and Catherine Cotter have a book titled Managing Burnout in the Workplace, a guide for information professionals that discusses why a profession should and must take the problem of burnout serious. Bartlett researched more, a total of 9 specific sources for this article, but there is so much more research out there. All sources aside, Bartlett and many others recognize that burnout is something that needs to be addressed in any profession, librarianship included. As librarians, we deal with a multitude of issues every day, and it takes a toll on our bodies and mental status. From a managerial aspect, it is important to recognize symptoms of burnout from your staff. When a staff member has too many responsibilities and so many demands, they begin to feel overworked, and their productivity shows it. Staff development and other training does help with burnout. WebJunction is a website that's designed for online staff development. It covers a variety of course topics for all levels of library staff, and best of all, it's free. It gives the user the ability to take webinars at their own pace and learn about things of their choosing. This is a list of some of their course categories that they have, and there's many more such as technology and plenty of other things for people to look into. Additional suggestions for assisting with librarian burnout is to set goals and work on time management. Working on the same thing for an extended period of time also causes burnout. When projects arise, or even in day-to-day work, it is important to break up the monotony of a project or of the day. If possible, spend some time working on the project at hand and then break it up with something else. In reality, this isn't always possible, as deadlines in our profession come quickly. When you can't work on something else, regardless of the situation, take a break after a few hours. Even if it is simply to walk around your office for a few minutes, or to grab a cup of coffee or tea, or to sit and meditate for a few minutes, this will help. Finally, as a manager, it is important to listen and observe your employees. Let them know that you are there to help them. A manager or leader is only as good as their employees or crew. Find out what your employees need to better perform, and do whatever you can in your power to help. An open door policy is quite the difference. Thanks for listening, and remember, keep calm and library on.